Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. Right now we are working on gapping these rocker arms and valves for the 1965 Wagoneer. Now this is an overhead cam 6-cylinder. Now if you're new to my channel, remember to like and subscribe to keep this channel growing. And that way you can stay tuned seeing the rest of these badass cars getting built. Now this is what you're going to look at to see what your specs need to be for the gapping on that between the rocker arms and your valves. Now you're going to want to get in there with something nice and manual. Do not use your impactor or anything battery operated to tighten down these valves. And you're going to want to make sure you find top dead center before you're even going to time it out. Now, if you need some help on that, there's other YouTube videos, plenty of other very talented mechanics I put up online. Like I said, body work is my specialty, and mechanical work I am good at too, but I really enjoy saving the body, metal work, fab work, anything that has to do with making it look pretty again. And mechanical work I'm good at too, like I said. But as you can see on my channel, most of my tips lie with body work. So if you're ever interested in needing some help or anything like that, take a look at how I like to save these vehicles. Now, what you're going to do is make sure that you have your spacing between them and you can check. This is just going to be the rough part of timing out and putting out the spacing between the rocker arms and the valve to make sure the lashing and stuff like that is correct. And this way we can control and keep any sort of lifter noise or stuff like that down when you're turning it on for the first time. But if you all know, when you first turn on the motor, you most likely will need to do some adjustment on the rocker arms with a little bit of tightening to make sure that you get everything under control and make sure everything sounds right. Now, what I do is I bump the motor and get it to crank over a little bit and find that right spot that you need where the valves are opening and closing are at the right position. Now, if you need some tips on that, please, you can look up any other videos, like I said, online from other mechanics and stuff like that, and I'll help you guide and find what you need on your cam and the spacing you need and how to find where those arms need to be before you cranking them down. Now, on this Toronado 230 cubic inch engine, the setting for these valves for exhaust versus intake were very close in number at 0.003 to 0.001. You can take a look in the book for the exact gapping that you need on your motor on both sides. So they're very close in the same spec. And then you can pretty much play around and get what you need by changing either the oil type or cranking them down a little bit. And that will help silence your motor a little bit depending on how much lash you have left or what you need to do to make sure everything is nice and tight and you have a nice sound quiet motor. That is, if the motor is still healthy and has no hidden gremlins from sitting or anything else like that. Now this motor has been sitting for over 20 years and it has not had the attention that it needed other than being stored correctly once I got this car in my hands. Now, after running it, I will show a video of that. I do have to retighten down the valves and rocker arms just a little bit more, but stay tuned and you'll see this car running in over 20 years. That's 2 decades that this car has been sitting. It's a numbers matching car, and I'm going to make sure I bring it back to life and back to the level that it deserves for someone to buy. If you're interested in purchasing it, remember to click below and leave your email, and I'll get back to you.